What's up, guys? So it's another Let's Talk About It, and I'm just going to start off with George Floyd, so let's talk about it. I'm going to get through this, and hopefully you guys can just hear what I'm saying. Leave the emotions out of it, and let's just let our minds be eased right now and critically think about shit. So clearly, George Floyd should have never died. That's nothing nobody disagrees with. It was absolutely disgusting how he died. And it doesn't matter what his prior records were beforehand, but it doesn't erase the issue that he died at the hands of somebody doing something really gross, holding him down with his knee on his neck, right? He wasn't doing anything in the moment that would have caused him to rightfully be killed, right? He wasn't hurting anybody, he wasn't running with a weapon through, he wasn't doing anything like that. So, and I'm pretty sure the majority, if not all of America, agrees with the fact that that cop needs to be legally fucking evaluated, whatever. He needs to go to jail for the rest of his life. He's a scumbag. But let's move away from that now and let's talk about the riots, right? Riots are not protests, and protests are not riots. They're different things. I'm 100% with anybody protesting anything that they fucking want. It's a free country. You have the right to do so. But the second you start hurting innocent people, how is that okay? I'm sorry, we're mad, right? And rightfully mad that George Floyd, in the incident that he died being innocent because he wasn't doing anything to cause his own death, right? He didn't partake in that. So why is it not okay for him to die, but it's okay for other people to now riot and kill innocent people? People who have nothing to do with the George Floyd's death, right? It doesn't make sense. I will never stand for innocent people being killed. I don't give a fuck what color, ethnic, spiritual, anything. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You're a person, and I see you as a person. We have to be colorblind. It doesn't matter. We look at how people act. We judge you on your actions, and that's how you get consequences. That's just how it works, plain and simple. It doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. So the fact that there are people that are out there killing people because they're mad is fucking wrong. It's disgusting. You're no better than the scumbag who killed a different innocent person. So that cop who killed George Floyd is a fucking piece of shit, and so are you. You're destroying innocent people's stores. You're killing them. I watched some fucking disgusting videos, man. It's a shame. It's a shame, and I don't mean to be so depressing, but this is the situation. When are we gonna stop fighting like over something as stupid as our skin color? Like, are we fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, you learn that shit in fucking elementary school. When you're a kid, you learn to I guess you learn to be a racist too when you're a kid. But, we learn to love people for who they are. But, let's talk about this for a second, because the mainstream media, the lamestream media, I don't fucking watch them for anything, and I think the majority of us need to turn that shit off. Stop watching the mainstream media. Why? Because it's bullshit. All the mainstream media is a platform to highlight negative shit and cause chaos. Divide and conquer, that's the key. They want us to be pinned against each other. Sorry. If we're pinned against each other, then society falls. We fall. control is much easier when we're also angry at each other and we can't even rely on the community to stand up for each other. I personally now, this is my opinion, if you're mad, I mean, I'm sorry, but I really don't care. You guys can comment, say whatever. This is, I'm open for conversation. This is an open dialogue, video or platform. I will never be scared for anybody to talk with me. I talk with people all the time because I always want to know different angles and understand your struggle. But racism is real, right? Police brutality is real. Privileges are real. But I don't really think that they're happening at the rate of what mainstream media says. Right? They want people to be emotional, have a reaction, right? Cause chaos, cause people to kill each other. Right? Now there's a lot of talk that this is also bullshit and that these people are showing up and they're being hired by people. Right? I've heard the name George Soros being involved. But look into that. Look into the pallets of bricks that are just left perfectly by nobody knows where they came from. Look into how many people were arrested in the towns that the riots are happening that don't even live there. Look into the amount of people online who are saying they have no idea where these people came from. And you know what else you should look into? The videos that don't make the mainstream media, the lamestream media. They don't show them. Why? Because there's an agenda. Right? They don't show the black people protesting the rioters. They don't show them being pissed off. They don't show the peaceful protest between black and white people. They only show the bad shit. Why? Because they're dragging black people and white people, and cops are dragging everybody through the mud. They play devil advocate for both sides. They don't have a side. Their side is chaos. That's their side. Their side is pitting us against each other. That's their side. They want control. That's what it comes down to. You could think I'm crazy, you could think conspiracy, whatever you want. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Look into it. When you see these riots, right, and all these videos, they don't. When do you ever see videos of cops doing amazing things? Cops playing with the inner, specifically white cops, right? I hate this, but this is the reverse to what they're showing. But white cops or cops in general in hoods playing games with the kids in ghettos, in impoverished areas, playing games with the community, right? They don't show that shit, right? They only show the racist cop killing a black guy, right? That's the picture they need to paint. And when all this shit's going on, right, you see a racist white cop to paint the picture that cops are racist and they want to kill all black people. But what do they do at the same time? They show the black people acting like savages, right? Why? To drag black people through the mud too. Guess what? Those people are scumbags. Scumbag doesn't have a color. Okay? So everybody needs to stop fucking sitting here and backing up different people because you share skin color or you share this or you share that. You need to be real. That's it. Just be real. Stop getting caught up in the bullshit. Did this person do something fucked up or not? If this person got killed, what did he do before he got killed? Was he just fucking walking down the street? Or did this guy try to do something, try to threaten somebody else's life, and then he got killed? We can't watch a 2-second video. This has nothing to do with George Floyd. I'm not saying George Floyd was a 2-second video, so don't get it twisted. But so many people watch videos online and see a minute clip, see a segment of what really happened. You don't see the before the violent situation happens. That can change the whole narrative and the whole idea of what happened. Everybody needs to do their own research. We need to not be this stupid. Okay? Because if we're this naive and this stupid, we're not gonna be intelligent and we're gonna be very easily taken advantage of. But you know, like I was saying before, scumbag does not have a color. The mainstream media wants to make black people look like scumbags and animals. They want to make white cops look like scumbags and animals. So we get into this never-ending battle. Yo, it's fucking 2020, guys. It's 2020. Do people really give a fuck about what skin color? Do we really care? probably gonna get some trolls in the fucking comments, but do we really care? Like, it's such an easy and dumb idea that seems to still be here. But why is it still here? I think a big part of it has to do with the perpetuation of it, of the emotional output and the highlighting of all the negative shit that goes on by the mainstream media. What else did I want to say? I don't want to get but yeah, I mean, it's just the mainstream media is not our friend. They're not our friend. They don't care about you if you're black. They don't care about you if you're white, if you're Spanish, if you're this or you're that. They don't. You know? And one other thing that I'm going to say, and I'm sure I'm going to get some shit for it, but once again, it's an open platform. I'm being respectful. This is my opinion. So write something down in a comment if you have a question. But I don't really think white privilege is really a systemic thing either. I think privilege is a thing. Let's think about it. I mean, and we also need to clarify, like, what is white privilege, right? Because I feel like different people have different ideas of what privilege is and what it does. And, you know, is it the fact that if you're white, no matter where you live or how much money you have or who you are, you're always going to have more privilege than a black person, no matter what their stature is or how much money they have? Because we know that's not true. Because how many celebrities are there that are black? You think their kids are struggling? No, because they got money. I'm sure that a white person and a black person that live in the same area in poverty, or maybe even need to be in the same area, just live in poverty, they probably share a lot more in common than the black guy in poverty and the black guy that is not in poverty, who is, like, for example, LeBron James or any of these, you know, anybody, a professional athlete or an artist or an actor or anybody like that, right? I'm sure they're not struggling. Yeah, maybe they come into contact with racist people here and there, but a racist person doesn't support a racist system. And I won't even deny that there might be racist people in the system. I mean, that would be ignorant for me to do so. But this issue that we have, that we need to get over is, like, alright, so here, I got a question for you. If you think, right, you're mad because you believe that racism is wrong and you're pissed about it, yet you're going to still then be racist again onto somebody else. You're the same person that you hate. You're the same person that you hate. Racism, fuck this reverse racism bullshit. Racism is racism. Anybody can be racist. Racism doesn't have a distinctive color that's stuck to it. A black person could be racist, a white person could be racist, a fucking Spanish person could be racist, a Chinese person could be racist. Anybody could be racist to anybody. Since you think you're superior, you think your skin color, I don't even like to say race because we're all the human race, but you think your skin color is superior to somebody else. That's why you're a racist. Bottom line, plain and simple. You know, I met, and you want to know the biggest thing that can help you blow holes in these dumbass things, these stereotypes and all this shit, is talking to people, especially people. If we're talking about black-white issues, go talk with some black people, have a real conversation. What you'll find is that the majority of the people you will talk to are not what's portrayed in the media. Most of the people that I talk to, right, they don't fucking hate white people. They don't, like, you know, and the same thing. White people. Yeah, people have, I guess, as you could say, prejudices, right? Which are still not cool, but I see a lot more of that than somebody being an upright racist. You know, it's shit's crazy, you know? It's I believe that we are in a spiritual battle, and the people who are in control do not want us to know that divinity. And guess what? All of this shit that's going on right now, all the shit that they're pumping out because they're in control, they're keeping us not to know God. They're making us hate each other. We're operating in our lower nature, and all those bad emotions, jealousy, envy, anger, and sadness. What kind of progressive world are we going to live in? How are we going to progress? How are we going to evolve if we're all feeling like this and we don't criticize ourselves? We're too busy criticizing everybody else about what they're doing wrong, but we don't criticize ourselves. If you're going to fucking say something to somebody else, you need to look at yourself. If you don't want to look at yourself, I don't want to hear you talk. If you're not going to look at yourself, you're a part of the problem, because you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I try to be better than myself the next day than I was the day before, so everybody else should do. I met this one guy. I went to go running. I'm actually friends with him on IG now. I'm not gonna put his unless he says I can. I'm not tagging him. I'm not gonna put his information out. But I went to go running. Met him. Never met the dude before. We started talking. We started talking about all this shit, all this crazy shit, stereotypes, black, white, this, that, everything. It was the most fucking dope conversation ever. One of the dopest conversations I had, especially because I just met the dude. This dude was probably 6'4", big black dude, right? But we were able to have a conversation because we respected each other as humans, as people. And he was a critical thinker. He wasn't arrogant or ignorant. I'm not arrogant or ignorant. So we were able to discuss different ideas without getting pissed off and wanting to kill each other. Everybody, you guys need to realize that everybody's not going to agree with you. It's okay to have different opinions. But you need to be able to have conversation and be okay with people not feeling the same way as you do. As long as we're not hurting each other. Okay, so we'll go back. I'm sorry for jumping all over, but we'll go back to Black Lives Matter, right? Do Black Lives Matter? Of course they do. And I get the whole idea of, just like when people are bringing awareness to different diseases or different things, right? We're just bringing awareness. So I'm not going to be that guy to be like, oh, white lives matter, or blue lives matter, or, I'm not going to do that, because it's an insensitive thing. People need to stop taking everything as a personal attack. So all the white people out there that get mad and say that shit, chill the fuck out. Okay? But Black Lives Matter, people who support that, and the movement itself. If we're gonna talk about Black Lives Matter, let's talk about all black lives, and let's talk about the black lives that are hurting other black lives, just like in these riots. These communities are being destroyed, right? Businesses are being destroyed. People are being killed. Black cops are being killed. Black people are being killed, right? And then just innocent people in general are being killed. I thought Black Lives Matter. What about in cities where black on black crime is really bad? I thought Black Lives Matter. How about this? I got a question. Do Black Lives matter? Or does it only matter when it's relevant and you think that it might affect you? For example, let's talk about slavery or types of slavery. How many of you guys have thought about it or done it or are planning to buy a diamond ring? Where does that diamond ring come from? Have you ever saw the movie Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah, that shit's real. So do these black lives not matter because they don't live in the United States? Because if they do, that's very simple. Just don't buy a diamond ring. You boycott that shit real quick. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Don't buy it. You don't need to protest. You don't need to do anything. Yet people still do that shit all the time. And I'm not just talking to black people. I'm talking to anybody who's in this movement and everybody. Talk about slavery. What about sweatshops? We support that shit, right? So we can be convenient, right? So we can have shit. I mean, a lot of our food comes from fucking pretty much slave labor. Just because you pay somebody a wage, if it's dirt money, it's really bad, and they're working long hours. That's slavery. So obviously we need to get shit right in this country as well, which is food for thought. It shouldn't matter where the life is, the life should matter. It doesn't matter where the black life is, it should matter. But we really need to sit down, we need to connect with community. Politics is not going to fix the community. The community will fix the community. We need to have our moral standards, and the community will then fix the town, right? Then fix the state, right? The politics will follow the people. But we gotta stop wasting our time fighting over this bullshit while fucking Hillary Clinton right now tried to get an appeal, and she got that denied. Now she's got to go to trial for her 33,000 emails that are connecting her to pedophilia and some other shit. A lot of stuff is a distraction. They play on our emotions. We're being played right now. They want white people to get mad at black people. They want black people to be mad at white people. Black people to be mad at cops. Cops to be mad at them. Go online and look at the videos of all the cops that are standing with the people and the people that are standing with the cops. Look at the black and white people who are peacefully protesting. Look at the black people who were denouncing the riots. All the shit that the media doesn't show. Because once again, the media is not our friend. That's the real enemy. We gotta stop fighting with each other and start loving each other. They're the real enemy, the people who are in fucking control. So, there are systemic problems for sure, I believe. But there's much bigger issues in the fact that you're black and I'm white. You know? But, yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say. If I think of anything else, I'll make another video. But feel free to comment in the bottom. And keep the love, man. Don't get caught up in your feelings, you know, and start fucking yelling and shit if you disagree with me or if you have a different angle. I'm open to angles. That's how we learn. I'm just giving you one, and you could give me one back. That's cool. But I just always stand by the side of love and the side of God, and that's it. And not specifically any type of faith. I don't need to you know, disclose that, because it doesn't matter. We all come from that same divinity. We're all part of nature. And we all can love each other. We all have the power in us to be bad or good. It's your choice. So, much love. Put some comments in, and I'll talk to you guys later.